So I've not driven at Snetterton before. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good circuit for the EG, so it's going to be good racing no matter what happens. Vlog mode engaged. Right, good morning from Snetterton for about the 9th time this year. But this time, it's hot hatch. So the little red EG is here. But today is interesting because Josh's EG is here as well. Josh has de-spec'd his road sports car down to hot hatch, so he's now got the same engine setup as me. He's gone for a smaller tyre, smaller splitter, and taken away his rear diffuser and flat floor. Got 235, haven't you?
Oh yeah, still bigger than yours.
I'm not talking about mine.
You said same spec as well, but smaller tyre.
Right, before the producer gets involved too heavily, he's got a smaller tyre than what he had previously when it was in road sports trim. Still a bigger tyre than me, so he should still be ahead of me. But Josh has had a lot of time on this track this year compared to me. I've had 0, he's had 1. Actually, he's had 2. Yeah. Fucking hell, Pete, top contributor to the vlog.
Fuck off.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and get some tips off Josh today and hopefully beat that man there who done a little bit of damage on my car before, but his car's back. And I'm also gonna try and stick to the back of this EG and Chris's EG, which has gone for scrutineering. So we've got to get scrutineered this morning. It's a long time since we've been scrutineered, and been in a couple of scraps since then. So I think the car's still absolutely fine. There's no reason why it shouldn't pass scrutineering, but we'll see. The white beard men sometimes like to make things difficult. Chris is here. His car looks fresh as ever. Chris is going to get scrutineered. Last time you got in touch with the scrutineers, you had to get dynoed.
Yeah.
And also run ballast. Which
yeah,
I'm hoping.
There's 20 kilos in this car now in the floor.
Is it still in there?
Yeah, I have to run the ballast.
For the rest of the season?
Yeah. 3/4 a tank of fuel and 20 kilos.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen to me.
It's a heavy boy.
So we'll see how this goes. The interesting scrutineering experience is going to be that of Mr. Josh Lawton. Let's see how nervy he is just now. Have you peppered your Angus?
Yeah.
Have you peppered your Angus?
Yeah. I'm going to get some across the white bit.
So Josh's car doesn't quite fit in the hot hatch paddock. It looks
the wrong way, I think. Did you come in?
Yeah, I came in the wrong way as well. It looks.
Gone to a knife fight, this thing.
He has brought a gun to a knife fight.
Look at it.
Yeah, it looks a bit more serious than everything else in here. So they're having a little look, see what it's all about. Luckily the car's super legit, there's going to be no issues with it. It's exactly where it needs to be. Josh has absolutely maximised the regulations for this.
Excuse me, sir, that is not the landing park.
So we have been successfully scrutineered. Josh had a bit of a rough time. I'm not sure how successful it was. We'll go and see how he fared. But we've done all right. So we've had a really nice, easy time at scrutineering. But Josh, however, has got a spirit level and a tape measure out. Their concern is that
Not the concern.
his wing mounts are higher than the centre line of the roof, or the highest point of the roof.
This was 1355.
Yeah.
And the roof is 1322.
Right.
But I can trim it to this point because obviously that's where it's attached.
Yeah.
But that still brings me 8mm too high.
Drastic action. So they had to cut the top of the wing mounts off.
Yeah.
He's obviously done a very nice job of it. But now you can see it should be just about level with the roof. Are you still going to pivot it down? So I've not driven at Snetterton before. This is my first time here at this circuit. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good circuit for the EG. We've got a lot of good guys here today, so it's going to be good racing no matter what happens. Everyone's doing their last little bits of prep.
Hi everybody.
Race team's in full effect today. Simmons is back, the main man.
Alright.
Potts is just an extra really. Simmons is the one that does all the work.
He's a star caterer.
I'm the good looking one.
He's been using the catering services quite a lot. You can see that there, the lad.
Tap my own supply.
Practice, mate, practice. You've got to get experience. I'm pretty much ready to go. We're just getting set up, so we'll see you on the track for qualifying. I'm hoping there's a dry line, but it's looking unlikely. Struggle for me. We've been pulled in now, which will be to get dynoed and weighed as expected, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, not a good session. Had a little spin early on, and then the track started to improve, but just as the track was feeling all right, the checkered flag came out. So best lap was a 2:30, which is shocking. We were expecting to be about 20 seconds faster than that, all being well, but yeah. So we had a bit of a spin, as you saw. We got a lot of mud on the car, but luckily there's no damage to anything. It just absolutely knocked my confidence, I think. I didn't know where the limit was of grip, didn't know where I could brake, didn't know anything. So not a good session for the red EG. It was a good session, however, for the other EG. So Chris McCloy, who we saw doing a bit of drifting when he went past us on the circuit there.
All right.
Yeah.
Out there.
Where did you qualify?
4th.
Chris has managed to qualify up in 4th. So he's about 20 cars ahead of us. I don't think we'll be seeing his back bumper in this race. Josh has qualified really well. Where are you, Josh?
It's alright, 5th.
Josh is 5th. So it'd be nice to catch up to these guys in the race. Don't think it's going to happen in race 1, but hopefully in race 2 we can be up there in the mix for these guys. But he's got the benefit of big tyres and brakes, so he's got some benefit here. He's got to go on the dyno, as per usual. Every time he comes out, he's on a dyno. That's what you get for looking too fast. So although Dan declined a pre-qualifying interview, he's managed to qualify in the top 10. He is number 10. Are you number 10? He's number 9. So he's qualified 9th. I think this car's highest finished is probably in the 20s, right? So this is the fastest the car's ever gone. It's getting the Danny DC2 treatment. He's got a bit of an issue with it, so we're going to try and fix the engine so he can go a bit faster. Right, that was not the race we had hoped for. Some sort of electrical fault stopped play. As you saw, it didn't work properly. Now, what you also saw is that the HCR car that Josh was driving, unfortunately, sustained some damage. It didn't look too bad from where we were, but now that we can see this side, it's taken a pretty big hit. So not 100% certain what happened, but the car is pretty bent. It's split the oil coolers, that's why there's no oil left in the engine. It's bent the side of the car in.
Nah, there is oil in the engine.
Well, there's some oil, yeah. The oil on here is caused by the oil cooler having split, not the engine having exploded, so that's good. Chris did well. Chris was on that podium again.
Yeah, it was hard work. Really hard work out, yeah. We're far off Polly and right, it was real good fun.
I wish I could have seen it. Wish I could have seen it. So that unfortunately is the end of the day for HCR. Car's going back on the trailer. We've done a little bit of investigation on mine and can't find any problems at all. It seems to be, everything seems to be all right. So I don't know what the plan is. I think I'm just going to take it out in race 2 and hope the same doesn't happen again. Back of the grid for race 2. See you out there. All right, that was not the end to the season, the race, the day, not the end to anything that we wanted. So, call off is a bad job. Dan is just going out for his second race of the day. So we're gonna go and watch, see how he's getting on.
He's on reverse grid.
And try not to be so grumpy. Yeah, Josh just said Type R Trophy does reverse grid for the top 10 for their second race. So when he starts, he's going to be in third because he finished in 7th. So it'll be good to see if he can hold a position that high because it's a really fast pack. The two guys who finished 1 and 2 in the first race, they're battling for the championship, and there's like 3 points between them. So they need to play their game pretty hard today. Right, so it's a bit later on. It's 7:30. I've not done much with camera because I've been a bit grumpy all day, to be honest, so that'll show in the video. But yeah, all right, if anyone can talk, it ain't you. So Dan's done pretty well in the Type R Trophy today. 2 top 10 finishes. Stop moaning, man. Who do you think you are, Josh? 2 top 10 finishes on his first outing in a Honda. He can't complain about that. I'm not allowing it. I'm going to censor it. So we've got to do, obviously, a late night alignment and make sure the car's wheels are all pointing in the right direction. Like I say, it's 7:30. We'll do a time update when we're finished. I suspect it will begin with 10. Place your bets?
9.
Begin with a 9.
9, max.
I hope not. I hope we're going for that thing.
Right,
Or sooner.
we'll crack on. All hands on deck. Well, for those keeping track, it is now 8:20. Who said it begin with an 8?
No.
You said 9.
I said 9.
You said...
I said before 9, I think. Check the data.
We'll check the data. I'll check the data when I go. But we've done it faster than we anticipated. It's 8:20 and the car's nicely aligned.
As you can see, we're really happy about
As you can see, we're in a real big rush to get away. We've got loads to do this evening.
Dan's going to flatten the battery on this vehicle.
Yeah, we're going to have to push this back. Are you pleased, Dan? He's refusing to give me any fucking interviews today.
Why?
Just fucking radio silence, mate.
Speak to my agent.
I've not booked him, apparently.
He's my agent there.
Who now? Don't put it in my face.
That's what she said. Oh, right. So we're back here for day 2 at Snetterton. The car's all ready for the race, pretty much. It's going to be a bit of a short day today because there's only 1 race on. So Dan's had a pretty good result, 2 top 10 finishes in his first time out Type R Trophy. He's hoping to better it today. It's not a reverse grid or anything for this race, so he'll be starting in his finishing position from the last race. So he'll have a bit of making up to do because I think he was 10th or 9th. Morale's pretty low in the camp. Everybody's car's broken, mine's broken, Josh is broken. But Dan's having a good time. That's all that matters. As long as one of us is having fun, we're all having fun. We'll have a little nosy around the Type R Trophy cam because the cars are all quite cool. This one's my favourite livery. It's got all yellow squares and that on it. J-Mac Racing. How are you getting on, Joe?
Yeah, sound you.
Yeah, doing good, mate. How did you get on yesterday?
Good, yeah.
Yeah?
After fucking getting back into after qualifying.
Yeah, qualifying was bad, wasn't it, weather-wise?
Yes. Span that much, they called me to rise control to tell me.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah.
So Joe's car yesterday was without any side skirt on it. Where did you find that?
About 100 metres into that field over there.
So Joe likes to do a bit of spinning. You might have seen before that he's done a few spins off the circuit. He always has to wash his wheels after every session, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Fucking half the field's left in there,
Yeah. So the cars are really cool in Type R Trophy. They're all exactly the same, so they've all got the same everything. Locked ECUs, locked engines, regulation tyres, regulation brakes and everything like that in it. Standard gearbox with a helical diff, so no plated diffs, which means they don't have the same sort of corner drive as my car, for example, which has got a plated diff. So the lap times are a little bit slower, but the driving's always really spicy. You can't tell on the video, but these rear tyres don't really do a lot once you're in a corner. They're usually off the ground.
Off the ground, they lock them up.
Yeah. So yeah, this is my favourite one. I like the livery on this one. And it's good that Joe's got a good name as well, so yeah. See how he gets on in this race.
Keep it on the track,
yeah, right. His gear on, he's getting good at this Kevin style of getting ready.
Call like 5 minutes shots now.
You refused an interview yesterday, Dan. What are you going to do today? Fucking done it again, hasn't he? Insert clip of Dan saying drive fast here. Buy the t-shirt. Buy it on a mug if you want. T-shirt's probably better though. What did he say before he went out? I just don't want to spin. I just don't want to spin. You had one job. So Joe and Dan were having a bit of a battle, and his bumper's made it home before the rest of him. Oh dear.
I was just gonna fucking get in everyone's way, so I waited till last. Went off, and I think it took 3 places or something. Come around here and I'm overtaking someone, coming to the hairpin, and then I've hit the car in front, and they've turned, I've locked up, and they've turned in early, and I've just fucking...
That's the end of Snetterton for the final time this year, I hope. I've said it many times, but me and Josh had a bad weekend. Dan ended up having quite a good weekend, didn't you, Dan?
This double decker's knackered.
There you go, that's his comments on the weekend. Bye from Snetterton, bye from Ian, bye Josh.
Bye.
Excuse me, sir. That is not the rounding part.